Yo, what is going on everybody? Shri Kanase here. So the 5 biggest Google Ads myths. This video is all going to be about Google Ads because there are a lot of myths that are revolving around Google Ads. And because Google Ads are becoming the new hot topic of e-commerce simply because a lot of people are facing issues with Facebook ads such as unprofitability or simply getting their ad accounts banned, Google Ads is the new platform everybody wants to just jump into. And while this is increasing the competition on Google Ads as well, Google Ads still has a long way to go to become exactly what Facebook Ads is today, which is full of competition. So right now, if you're already running a Shopify store, or if you're thinking about running a Shopify store, by the way, if you are, I have a special affiliate link I'll leave in the comment section below. I'll get a few pennies if you do sign up with that link for a Shopify account, but Google Ads is definitely the way to go in 2020 and onwards. So this video is one that you're gonna wanna watch until the end, but without wasting any more time, let's just jump right into the 5 biggest myths. So myth number 1, and I see this myth repeated often by a lot of people who don't really know a lot about Google Ads or haven't really tried it, and that is you cannot scale to 6 figures or beyond per month or even per year with Google Ads. Now this is one of the biggest lies I have heard so far regarding Google, and I want to tell you that this is absolutely false. One thing people fail to realize about Google Ads is that when somebody wants a specific product, whether it is you or me or somebody else, the first thing that they often do, at least 99% of the people, is go on Google and type in the specific product's name. So for example, if I wanted a baby carrier, I would go on Google first and type the word baby carrier. From there, I would look at the Google shopping ads, which are at the very top of the Google page, and basically try to see which baby carrier is the lowest price or maybe which one is the highest quality. So I really don't know where this myth that you can't scale to 6 figures or beyond comes from, when the first thing literally the person saying that specific lie or anybody else, as a matter of fact, does is go on Google and type in the specific product name or the niche name to do research. Google is simply one of the biggest platforms people use to do their research when it comes to buying products, and a lot of people think that the first place a lot of people would go to is Amazon.com. That is actually not true, because the first thing people do is go on Google, type something in, and then if they see Amazon's listing, then they click on it. So nobody goes shopping on Facebook, or nobody wants to shop when scrolling through their Facebook feeds, but people still make thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars through Facebook ads. So I'm not sure why this is even a myth in the first place, when the first thing a lot of people do is go on Google and type in the specific product name. But yes, it is 100% possible to be earning 6 figures, even 7 figures and beyond, just with Google Ads. Now, if you haven't watched my Google Ads journey, I'll leave a link in the description below for one of my stores, which I took to $40,000 a few months ago with Google Ads only. And the beauty about Google Ads is it is actually much easier to become profitable and highly profitable with Google Ads. It's not uncommon to have 50% net profit with Google Ads. In my case, when I did find my winning product for Google Ads, I was at around a 20% to 30% net profit with Google Ads only. And even with Facebook, I sometimes had trouble achieving those kinds of numbers. So Google Ads definitely is a place where you can earn 6 figures per month and definitely per year. But the beauty is you can earn much more profit with Google compared to Facebook ads. So that's one of the biggest myths that is simply not true. But moving on to our second myth, and this myth is Google Ads requires constant monitoring, just like Facebook ads. Now, if you're really good friends with Facebook ads, and if you already have used Facebook ads often, you know that with Facebook ads, you need to literally be inside your ads manager, looking at the ads manager every second of the day. Because if you're not looking at Ads Manager every second of the day, Mark Zuckerberg is eating some of your money, especially if you're scaling at high levels. And people apply the same thinking when it comes to Google Ads, but really, that is far from the truth. In fact, when I did have my main winning product back a few months ago for Google Ads specifically, I was only looking at the campaign every 3 to 5 days. I wasn't even looking at it every single day because it was basically on automatic, just doing its own thing. And that's the beauty about Google Ads. You don't have to constantly look at the campaign and constantly change things. In fact, anybody doing well with Google Ads, and even me personally, would recommend that you do not make constant changes with your Google Ads campaign. You should be making changes on your Google Ads campaign every 3 to 7 days, nothing below that. If you try to make too many changes with Google Ads like you do with Facebook, get ready to lose a lot of money from your pocket, because that's simply not how Google Ads works. Google Ads is a patience-based platform. It requires a lot of waiting and a lot of just looking at the campaign and not doing much except optimizing on your product and your website. So that's myth number 2, but definitely Google Ads does not require constant monitoring. If only, you'll just get back your life that you never had with Facebook ads when you start using Google Ads if you are coming from Facebook. But if you haven't really used Facebook ads, you'll be definitely happy to know that Google Ads does not require constant 24/7 monitoring, because a lot of it is automatic once you set it up. But moving on to our third myth, and this myth is similar to Facebook ads. Once again, Google Ads requires a budget of $1,000 or more. Now, in the days when I began using Facebook ads and when I started doing Shopify dropshipping, $1,000 was far from the amount that you needed to be successful with e-commerce. In fact, I only spent about $200 to $300 before I started seeing some results with Shopify and dropshipping. But right now, in 2019 and 2020 and onwards, definitely a budget of $1,000 is recommended for Facebook ads, and in fact you should have more. But when it comes to Google ads, that is absolutely not true, and this is another myth when it comes to Google ads. But with the Google ads, I personally believe that Google Ads currently is in the phase Facebook ads was back when I started with e-commerce, which is a few years back. Right now, Google Ads needs about $500 of a budget to really start seeing some traction and some result. In my own experience, with $500, you should be expecting at least a good amount of sales and possibly breaking even or even at a slight profit. And this is simply because with Google Ads, it is a number-based game. The more products you have, the higher the chance of you finding those winning products, and the better chance of Google spending most of your budget on those winning products. With Facebook, a lot of the budget is just spent testing one product at a time. And because of this, you blow through your budget really quickly and you don't even test a lot of products. But with Google, we launched literally one campaign, and inside that one campaign, we test all of the products on our store. What happens with Google is once that specific campaign starts spending and getting impressions, Google starts diverting a lot of that budget towards those specific products which people are searching for the most. And often if those products are winning products, they will get you sales, but by the time they spend their profit margins, and if they have not gotten a sale, you simply exclude them and move on. It's a very straightforward process, and the best part about this is you don't need that much of a budget for Google Ads. Now, if you're listening to this and you're thinking, wow, I don't want to spend a lot of money when it comes to marketing and I want to get results faster, then comment down below. I do offer one-on-one mentoring when it comes to Google Ads specifically. Even though Google Ads requires a lower amount of budget, there is still some strategies that you need to be using to be successful with Google Ads, because if you just try guessing and working your way through by spending money like you do with Facebook ads, you'll end up spending through your budget quick. So do comment down below if you're interested in mentoring. But definitely Google Ads does not require a budget of $1,000 or more like Facebook ads. In fact, it requires half of that, or even sometimes 1/4 of that. But moving on to our fourth myth, and this myth is Google Ads generates quick success for all products regardless of how many products there are on your store. Now, I kind of went over this in the third myth, but Google Ads is a number-based platform and a number-based game. The more products you have on your store and the more products you add every single day, the higher the chance of you finding those winning products and getting to the profits faster. By no means am I saying that Google Ads is a quick success machine where you start running ads for your products on one day and the very next day when you wake up, you're a millionaire. That's not the case with Google. In fact, that's not the case with any business. Just like any other real business out there, even if you use Google Ads, you're going to need to have some patience, because success will come, but over time, not quickly. In fact, with Google Ads, I started actually seeing some real success after 2 to 4 months of continuously working on my store and my products and continuously adding new products every single day. So it is really a patient-based game, but once Google Ads gets traction and once it starts going, that's when you can expect some real results. But you will have to continuously strive for that success, meaning continuously add more products, as Google Ads again is a number-based game. And these products just can't be anything that you find from those drop shipping spy tools or Facebook feeds. There has to be a lot of research that goes into finding these products and then adding them to your store with proper SEO techniques. Now, if you're not sure as to what I'm even talking about, I have a whole playlist on Google Ads which you can check out for free. Just know that Google Ads is definitely not a quick success machine. It takes time, but once the momentum does get going, it becomes much easier. But moving on to our fifth and final myth, and this is higher bid with Google Ads equals more sales with fast. Now, this is just like saying that you can increase your budget from $10 per day to $1,000 per day on Facebook ads if the ad set is getting you results, and expect a boost in sales. For those people that use Facebook ads, you know that that is definitely not the case. And that is the same for Google ads as well. Just because you're starting to see some traction and some results with a bid of 30 cents does not mean that you can go crazy and increase that bid to $3. All that's gonna do is just tell Google to eat up your money faster and not get you the results that you want in time. Because just like Facebook ads, with Google, scaling is a slow and steady process. You can't jump from one budget to a much higher budget in a 1-day period, or from one bid to the higher bid in a 1-day period. Again, all the changes take about 3 to 7 days. So every 3 to 7 days, if you're seeing some good results, that's when you should consider changing the budget or increasing the bid or whatever you want to do. But don't be making changes within that 3-day period, because the more changes you make with Google, the more optimization it has to do over and over again. And if it does not get properly optimized, it's just going to continue spending the budget and bid without getting you the results that you want. So definitely this is myth number 5, that higher bid equals more sales fast, and that is simply not true, because that's just going to tell Google to eat up your money faster and not get you the result that you want. But these are the 5 biggest myths when it comes to Google ads. As I mentioned, all of these are not true. But if you found any type of value in this video, make sure to smash that like button down below and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time.